Hello and welcome to Sharon Massachusetts. I have collection of different pictures and images of Sharon, and I'm going to just throw them in with no order, and I make very brief narration. So this is part 3. Um, so this postcard is from the center of town, and you are looking down Depot Street. So North Main is on your right, South Main on your left, and Billings and Pond behind you. Um, you will not recognize many things in this picture, photograph from 1912, but you may recognize some. The building in the middle is gone. Um, they demolished it to create more room for the parking lot at the eastern bank. The two boys walking there are probably long gone because they were probably born around 1905. The one on the left side, there is Eastern Bank, formerly known as Cooperative Bank, and before that it was the Quakers Inn. On the right side, however, you may recognize the stone wall and the granite posts for the fence. That's where Unitarian Church is. So this is just a little different view. So you're standing on South Main Street, right in front of Eastern Bank, which replaced the building that you're looking at. On the right side is Unitarian Church. This photograph was taken in 1948, and a new building eventually replaced it, as you will see in the next picture. So this very cool photograph is from 1960s. I'm very thankful somebody had the idea to take picture. So we are looking at the Cooperative Bank, which is now Eastern Bank. So the center of town is right in front of you. To the left side is North Main, right side is South Main Street. You can also see Petty's. So on the right side the building, that's the famous market that basically is long gone. It burned down in 1966. And if you look carefully right in the middle, you can see well-behaved drivers driving carefully, and you can see the smooth traffic on the rotary. And you can also see angle parking, which was changed in 1980s. At the square, so the block right in front of you, there were different famous stores you probably heard about. Bandinelli's was super famous. Tilly's Cutler's dress shop, the gift shop, Mackay's paper store, Betty's on the right side, and Morgan's and other small businesses. But the best feature in this photograph, of course, is the Eastern Bank construction. So this building is still standing, yay! And it is on East Street. It is East Schoolhouse. It was one of the 5 schools we had at one point in late 1800s. We had 5 school districts: East, West, North and South, and Center Street. The granddaughter of Benjamin Gannett and Deborah Sampson, Mary Gannett, began teaching in this building at age 14. We believe that her grandmother, Deborah, used to teach across the street where the original East Schoolhouse was. We can see it on the map from 1794-95. That was actually the first East Schoolhouse, and then they built another one on the same location in 1830. Unfortunately, it was destroyed by fire in 1877, and then they decided to build this current building on the opposite side of East Street. By the way, this building is a private home now, and if you are going to admire it, keep a distance. Thank you. So this winter scenery is Billings Street. So imagine you're going from East Street down the hill to Billings, and you are almost at the men's pond, which will be on your left side. So the building that you see kind of to the left was a stone structure with gambrel roof that was a dye house for the cotton mill. If you hike there, you can still see the foundation. So, as you know, Mann's Pond is called after William Mann, M-A-N-N, and it was one of the more important industries in Sharon that basically allow Sharon to grow. So this photograph is from 1942, long after the mill was gone, it burned down. And you can see two girls on the right side who are most likely thinking about the jumping on the concrete posts. So this is a photograph before the bridge was constructed. And apparently it was lots of fun for many kids to jump across. So this little shelter is East Sharon Trolley Station. That's basically where people were waiting and hopping on and off trolleys that ran from Norwood to Canton. The Blue Hill Trolley began operating in 1901 and lasted about 20 years. So this station was in Cobb's Corner. If you look at the sign right in the middle, you can read "No Loafing." If you would like to learn more about streetcars, I created a video about a year ago, so you can find it on the channel. So this photo is from intersection of East Foxborough and Garden Street. Garden Street would be your right. It is from beginning of the 20th century. In the early 1900s, a streetcar line was very popular, so it ran from Cobb's Corner, that I showed you the station, ran on North Main Street and South Main Street and to East Foxborough. So people from Cobb's Corner were able to get to the lake. The line was originally built by Norfolk and Bristol Street Railway, and they also owned Burkhurst Grove that overlooked Lake Massapock. Again, I made a video about a year ago. You can find it on the channel. By connecting with other trolley lines, a person was able to travel from Boston to Sharon for about 15 cents. Unfortunately, after there was a fire in Blue Hills at the station, and afterwards there were some changes in ownership, and unfortunately the trolley line in Sharon stopped operating in 1923. So this very large 4-floor building was called Withington and Lowe's, and it was a huge store that was located on South Main Street and Chestnut. So South Main is on your left and Chestnut to the right, East Chestnut Street. It was somewhere in early 1900s. By the way, the trolleys that I was just talking about, people were able to hop off and go shopping. It was a very convenient place because it was close to Town Hall as well as Sharon Inn. Mr. Withington and Mr. Lowe sold Victorian-style furniture, and they also operated undertaking business. Unfortunately, this building was destroyed, and it is now a parking lot for CVS. This photograph is basically of the same store, and it says that it's from 1885. Okay, and we end this video with one more photograph. This is Gunhouse Lane, current Gunhouse Street. It was basically just a pathway with huge pine trees, and it was a great way to get to Lake Massapock. The name Gunhouse Lane came from the fact that during the Revolutionary War, ammunition was stored in an arsenal somewhere near the corner of South Main and East Foxborough. Alright, I hope you enjoyed this, and thank you for watching Sharon Local History.